It's ISE 2025. We are, of course, in Barcelona, and we're on the Lumens stand, and I'm joined by Joris. Hi, Joris, how are you?
Hi, Simon. Good, thank you.
Great to see you. Now, Joris, we've got a nice wide shot here of one of your features here at ISE. What are we looking at?
So here in this room, we like to demonstrate our CamConnect box. What does that CamConnect Pro do? That box will connect over the network, and it will connect to multiple microphones from different brands and basically get an exact location of where the sound is coming from. We interpret that location, and then we send a camera to that person, so that you are in a way the meeting equity, that if someone at the far end side is alone and you are in a meeting room with 24 people, that you are represented at the same size or the same detail as the far end side.
Okay, so we can see on the screen there, we've got little red dots moving around. You're detecting our location through an overhead microphone?
Yeah, so in this case we are using the Yamaha RM CG microphone. Okay. He's sending over the network his sound locations. We interpret that location into an XY field so that we get an exact dot on the screen, and then you can set up zones. So when somebody speaks in that zone, for example, we send the camera there.
Okay, so on the screen here we can see we've got the 5 zones that you preset, which are the 4 chairs here and where you're standing here.
Yeah.
And when we move around and talk,
the dots should move like dots they are doing. Well. Yeah.
And then the cameras are panning
to our position, and which is a very nice feature we can show here. So this room is only, let's say, 2 meters deep, and we have 4 chairs. Yep. So that means every zone can be as small as 40 centimeters by 40 centimeters. Right, so you need a very wide. We don't recommend that setup in a very large table setup, because otherwise you will have a lot of moving cameras. Yeah. But we just want to show that it's possible to create small zones.
And is there a maximum number of locations you can have in any one zone?
Our location, and I call it a technical limitation, because we can do 128 zones, but let us not do that. Yeah. To be honest, a bit of the limitation will be the acoustics of your room. And also depending on if there is glass. A glass window tends to reflect. So what you can then do is, or in our system set it up, or set up in the microphone that you're not listening. So for example, a good example, we are here at the ISE. Behind this picture, you have the hallway. Yeah. So we can set up the system that it doesn't listen to any sound that is coming from that side. So that's a way how to try to alleviate the problems you can have by reflection in the room.
Yeah, because I was going to come on to reliability, because you can have echoes and all sorts of issues with these type of systems, can't you?
So we do 2 things. The echoes, we try to, there is a limit. You know, if you have a very echoey room, the best thing is, but that will also, for your audio quality, you will have to do some kind of audio treatment. There is a limit. But what we can do is, for example, sound detection. We also do far end noise that is coming out of the speakers. We can send in a reference line to the CamConnect. So that means that echo bouncing around from far end side, we can already cancel out, and we don't need to trust the microphone. The system can do it on its own. And for the rest, it's a limitation of where the sound. So if you only want the table, it can be a very echoey room. But if you only have the sound coming from that location, it should all solve it.
And the CamConnect, that can connect into your existing camera infrastructure?
Yeah, at the moment, you need Lumens PTZ cameras. Yep. So as long as your Lumens IP PTZ cameras, it can fit in there, and it has an HDMI out if you want to send it out to a TV, or USB if you want to connect it into a PC.
Yeah, and in terms of setting it up, I mean, it looks relatively complicated, but is it quite straightforward?
I always say, if I can do it, it doesn't need to be that. I will tell you, the best thing is if it's your first installation, try it at home the first time. But basically, you need to. We try to alleviate already a lot of the pain. So the only thing we need, for example, is the IP address of the microphone. You don't need to care about which protocol is it using, which ports. That's already done automatically. So as long as everything is on the same network, it's kind of plug and play for IP. And then you just need to drag and drop your zones, walk around in the room, position your zones where you want them to be, and then set up the presets, and you should be off and go. This room took us 12 minutes to set up.
Wow. Okay.
But okay, it's not my first room I set up, to be honest.
And what's the typical application for this?
So in the beginning, we thought it was boardrooms. So let's say any big meeting room, or you know, one of these dividable rooms. So sometimes it's a small meeting room, sometimes it's a big, because you can set up different profiles. That means you can run it on a daily basis as a small meeting room. But because of its price, it's not that expensive, the box. I mean, it's not. It's used also in a lot of normal meeting rooms where, or normal size, six people, where you want an IP camera or a hybrid room, also an IP camera on the other side. It's already, you need a lot of boxes to convert IP to HDMI to USB.
Of course.
This box already does that for you. So we see that we thought it was for boardrooms, but you see it goes also in... Yeah.
And is this available now, shipping now?
Yes, this box is available. Also the zone way, because before we did angles, the zone is available now. And you can order it from your trusted reseller.
And where can people, if they're not at ISE in Barcelona, where can they find out more information?
They can find more information on our website, and also we will have a Calendly system where you can book a meeting with one of our meeting rooms that are equipped with the system. So there you can see, because okay, we are here at the ISE, and of course we're selling you the dream, but you want to see how it looks in the other side, so we can set up a meeting with a Yamaha, a Sennheiser, a Shure, that you see the actual result.
Perfect demonstration, really.
Voila. That's the aim.
Joris, thank you very much indeed. We're doing a couple of other videos on the booth here with Lumens, so do check those out on our channel. Check out the website for everything about the CamConnect Pro, and for everything we're doing here at the show, that's at KitPlus.com.